Well, related to TOEFL Masterclass Level 1, before we started, I guess it's good to start by a kind of introductions. I will introduce myself. My name is Lang. So you just call me Lang, it's okay. So currently I am working in English Fit, and this is my 6 years working in English Fit. I live in Yogyakarta, yeah, specifically in Bantul. Maybe if you have visited Yogyakarta, then you had a kind of culinary tour maybe in Sate Papong. My place is just close to Sate Papong. So if you uh, have ever been to Sate Papong, then my house is around just 2 minutes from Sate Papong. And here I am going to help you to study related to the TOEFL in all three sections that you are going to study later, both the listening, reading, and also structures. I guess that things about me. And because of this is the first meeting, later I need to know some of you also to introduce yourself. But before that, I will explain you the rules. The verse it's recommended to turn on your camera so to get it more interactive. The session says, and then if you have kind of maybe internet issues or anything else, you might or you are allowed to not turn on the camera. It's okay. But if you can't, it will be more recommended to turn on the camera. Uh, well, during the sessions later, I will also uh, sign your attendance list. So please make sure your name that on the Zooms is the same as what you registered. Yeah, at least the first name or maybe the second name it's a similar as your registered name in administrations before. I guess that thing. And the class will be bilingual, English and Indonesia, but I will try to maximize the English. But if later you have difficulty to understand a whole context that I explained, you might also ask me to repeat it or maybe just to re-explain it in Indonesia. It's also acceptable. I guess the things now let's go with your introductions, everyone. Let's start. I will open the attendance list. Maybe we will go with Ainun Nifan. Are you there, Ainun Nifan? There is no, yeah? Or there is? Oh, there is. Ainun Nifan. Please introduce yourself. Ainun Nifan, you are muted. Oh, Ainun Nifan. Yeah. Cannot, yeah. Cannot open your mic. Okay, we move to Al-Haq. Please introduce yourself. Al-Haq, please. Hello, Al-Haq. Are you there? Ah, cannot, yeah. Amanda, please. Amanda. Amanda Inka Dwi Lestiani Saputri.
Hello, Mr.
Okay, please introduce yourself.
Should I open my camera?
Yes, please, if you could.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Amanda. I'm from Purwokerto.
Okay, what is your current activity?
Activity. My activity is actually I'm doing nothing. Sure.
Okay, why do you want to study TOEFL then?
For apply job.
Okay, so the job requirements needs TOEFL. That's why you are learning TOEFL, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, have you ever taken a kind of TOEFL test before?
Not yet.
Okay, so this is gonna be your first time, yeah?
Yeah, this is my first time.
Thank you for joining my class and thank you for your introduction, Samanda. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Okay, let's go to Anna Primasari. Let's introduce yourself, Anna. Halo, Ana Primasari. There is no Ana ya. Angela Sukma. Please introduce yourself then, Angela Sukma. Oke, wait kita urutin dulu ya teman-teman ya. Wait a moment. Oke, Angela cannot do. Arif Ikram, please introduce yourself. Arif,
Okay, is my voice clear, sir?
yes, very
Okay,
clear.
good evening, everyone. My name is Arif Ikramabadi. You may call me Arif. Currently, I'm working as pharmacy assistant in one of private hospital in Jakarta. What else?
How long have you been working?
Almost a year.
Almost years. Okay, why do you study TOEFL then?
To be honest, I just wanted no special reason. I just want to.
Okay. Have you ever taken the TOEFL before?
Yes, but it's how to say abal sih.
Oh, I see. It's a fake. Yeah, it's a fake TOEFL.
Recently for graduate.
Okay. How was the score?
It's 527, I think. I forget.
Okay. What is your best sections? Is that the listening, reading, or grammar?
Um, my best lesson, actually, I don't know.
Okay. Thank you for joining my class. Thank you for allocating your time also after working. Hope later I can help you more. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Then we go to Ayu Rizky Ramadhani. Are you there? Ayu Rizky?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Please introduce yourself.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunities. I want to introduce myself. My name is Ayu Rizky Ramadhani Sriyadi. I'm from Bekasi. I'm a fresh graduate, and now my activity is I'm looking for a job.
Okay. What kind of job are you looking for?
Uh, Job, maybe anything that I
Uh,
could apply right now.
oh, okay. So why do you want to take TOEFL? Is that because of the job requirements or something else?
Yes. And I want to practice my English skill too.
Oh, I see. Have you ever taken the TOEFL test before?
Actually, yesterday, I took TOEFL by English Fit, and I
Huh?
guess I need to learn more.
Oh, how was the score?
Around 1487.
Oh, 400.
Oh,
Nice.
487.
Okay, I see. It's a good enough for starting. What is the most difficult for you, the skill?
I think the most difficult is grammar, I guess, of course,
Okay.
structure and grammar.
Grammar or structures. Thank you. Later we will also discuss about that in a
Thank
second.
you.
Thank you for your introduction. Okay, everyone, if you cannot turn on the camera for the introduction, it's also acceptable. Gak apa-apa kalau teman-teman nggak bisa on cam ya. I do understand. Now let's go to Dian Pratiti. Let's introduce yourself, Dian.
Yeah,
Hello.
hello, good evening, everyone.
Hello, good evening.
My name is Dian Pratiti. My daily activity is I'm employee in the sector, banking sector,
Mhm.
and I live in South Tangerang.
Oh, I see. How long have you been working?
10 years, I think.
Wow, 10 years. Why do
Yeah.
you take TOEFL? I am curious. After working 10 years, why do you take TOEFL?
Okay. I want improve my TOEFL prediction.
Mhm.
And 2 years ago in my college, I take the apa namanya the I take the TOEFL prediction and the score is for 460.
What will be your purpose for the TOEFL? Are you going
I
to?
think I am in grammar, so still a minimum.
Okay, so you are going to improve the grammar sections, yeah?
Yes. Of course.
Okay. Thank you for your introductions, Ms. Dian.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go to Diki Ramadan. Please introduce yourself. Diki, are you there? There is no Diki. We go to Diva. Diva Rosma Komala, please.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sorry, I can't turn on the camera because my signal in boarding house does not support it.
It's okay, it's okay.
Okay, hello everyone and hello Mr. Wang. I'm Diva. Now I'm a student in Diponegoro University as pharmacy student in third year, and I took this course for graduation requirement and to improve my English skills, of course.
Oh, I see. For graduation's requirements, yeah. What is your plan after graduations then?
Um, I will study again in my profesi apotheker. Sir.
Okay, I see. Good luck with your journey later, yeah. Thank you for allocating your time, Diva.
Thank you.
Okay, next we go to Elika Mahsa Delvina. Elika, are you there? So Elika before. Elika? No voice. Annie Pujiastuti, plus.
Hello, Mister.
Hello, please introduce yourself.
Okay. My name is Eni Puji Astuti. I'm come from Jawa, but I'm work in Sumba NTT, Mister.
Okay, why do you want to study TOEFL, Miss Annie?
I want to language my studying.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Oh,
So
you are the teachers, yeah?
Yes, I'm teacher, Mister.
Okay. Are you teaching in elementary or secondary school?
I'm high school.
Oh, I see. That's very great. Thank you for allocating your time to study with us too, yeah?
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome.
Okay. Next we go to Elvira Putri. Please introduce yourself. Elvira. Oh, there is no Gisela Dovianada. Gisela, are you there?
Yes, okay, Mr. Lang.
Hello.
My name is Gisela Doviananda. You can call me Giselle. I'm a government employee at Ministry of Finance, and I'm from Madiun.
I see. Why are you taking TOEFL?
For requirements, passing the college letter.
Oh, you are going to apply for the next college?
Right now, I'm as a I don't know in English, pegawai tugas belajar.
Oh, I see. Okay. Good luck for that, and later hope we can help you more, yeah? How's the target score?
I don't know.
The
Maybe
passing grade biasanya berapa? 550? Nah, Gisel suaranya hilang ya. Oke, thank you Gisel. Let's see. Hello?
actually I haven't seen the
Requirements.
rules. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Usually it's around 550 the requirements for this kind of requirements.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you, Giselle, for your introductions. Next, we go to Haifa. Haifa.
Yeah, wait. Okay. So, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, please. That's very clear.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Haifa Devina Hardi. You can call me Haifa. I'm unemployed. I'm just actively looking for jobs right now. I'm just graduated last year, so nowadays I'm just looking for job to have a job. That's it.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining this class. And good luck for your job seeking. Hope you get the jobs faster, yeah? Thank you, Haifa. Next, we go to Helmalia Akmadini.
Okay. Hi, sir. Good morning,
Hello.
everyone. Sorry, good evening,
Hi,
everyone.
good evening.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, I am Halmalia. I'm from Jakarta. For now, I work at nggak boleh sebutin ya. Ya udah. For now, I work at Jakarta. I need to take this class because I want to continue my education to master's degree.
Okay. Are you willing to study abroad or in Indonesia?
Indonesia.
Okay. What is your study? Sorry.
Sorry.
What is your study?
Civil engineering.
Oh, I see. Good luck with that, yeah. Thank you for
Okay.
taking the class also.
Thank you,
Okay,
Mr.
next
Rama.
we go to Henazir Hazah Munifati Nufus.
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
My name is Hanazar Razamuni Fatinufus, and I'm student college. I'm from Bekasi, in my college at Yogyakarta.
Seriously? What university?
Seriously, yes.
What university?
What university? UNY.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay, okay. Nice. So, why do you take TOEFL then?
For graduation recruitment.
Oh, I see. When do you graduate?
So I'm at 4th semester now.
Oh, now you are in a 4th semester. So you still have a time. It's a good to start it earlier. Yeah. Thank you for joining the class and good luck with your next journey. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Go to Intan Putri, number 20. Intan Putri. There is Intan. There is Intan Putri, but no voice. Intan Putri. Oh, there is no. Okay, if there is no, then we move to Intan Sintiana. Intan Cynthia. That's it. Okay. Ismi Nasira. Ismi. Please introduce yourself.
Okay. Actually, sir, I wanna say sorry about the next area. I forgot to mute my mic.
It's okay.
Be more careful next time. Okay, so guys, hi, my name is Ismina Sriha, and now I'm live in Karawang. I'm how to say 18 years old, and now I'm in English space actually for prepare my studies. I wanna go to study abroad.
Oh, I see.
And I hope English Speed will help me achieve my goals and better prepare me for the native in English and group. And I'm excited to learn and improve with all of you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. What is your journey, the country? What is your destinations?
Me?
Yeah. You're going to abroad, then what is your university or maybe the country that you are going to go?
Actually, the university is in China.
Oh, in China. My wife is also graduated from China University.
Wow, that's really
Yeah.
good.
That's
Okay.
2022. Yeah, just graduated there. But in Sichuan University of my wife.
Wow,
Why
that's
do
really
you want to go to China then?
because I think China have I believe China with its rich history and culture is the perfect place for me to continue my study.
I see. Yeah, that's a good city and also a good country. Hope you achieve your dream. Yeah, thank you for joining the class. How should we call you? Ismi. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's we go to the next. After Ismi is Khalilul Rahman. Is there Khalilul Rahman? Hello, Khalilul.
Yeah, your voice. Yeah.
Yes, your voice is low, but it's still audible.
Okay. Is it clear, sir?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah.
Okay, you may start.
Okay. Thank you for this opportunity. Sorry for turn off my camera because it's kind of heavy rain around my home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me introduce myself. My name is Khalil Rahman. I am 24 years old. I'm from the city that called with Rendang. You know? Okay. So currently I am as a Chang lecturer
Mm-hmm.
at one of the best university in West Sumatra. And my purpose to join this class because I wanted to continue my doctoral study.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think it's enough. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That's a good purpose. Thank you for joining the class. Later, if you have a kind of difficulty, please let me know, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Next, we go to Kiki Rizky Amalia. Kiki, are you there? Yes, please, Kiki.
Yes, hello, Mr. Lang, and good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Kiki. I'm from Malang.
Okay. What is your current activity then, Kiki?
I'm just stay at home as a mom of two.
Oh, I see. So why do you want to study TOEFL? Are you having a kind of plan or something?
Yes, I want to apply a job
Mm-hmm.
because it's just boring at home.
I see. Okay, good luck with your next decisions to apply a job. And later, if you have difficulty, please let me know. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Lang.
you. Oh, well, we go to Mr. Christian Ismartaya. Yes.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Hello, good evening.
Is my voice clear?
Yes, please.
Okay. My name is Christian Ismartaya. I live in Bantul, Yogyakarta.
Seriously?
Yes, maybe that's it.
Oh, in which part? I am also in Bantul, so we can be a kind of neighbor, maybe.
Yes,
No,
I
which
live
region?
just south of Mirotanggodean.
Oh, close to Meritang. Oh, yeah, it's quite
Hello.
far. Okay.
I think I need to turn off my video because it's unstable.
Okay, yeah, it's understood. Well, why do you want to take TOEFL, Mr.? I saw your job as a lecturing. Why do you need TOEFL again?
To pass the qualification for permanent employment.
Oh, I see. That's a for permanent employments, yeah. Thank you for joining my class, Mr. Christian.
Thank you.
Okay, next we go to Leah Nasti. Leah Nasti, are you there? There is but no voice ya, Leah ya. Okay. Muhammad Fadil Al-Amin. Muhammad Fadil? Yes, please.
Okay, I can speak English a little. Let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Amin. I'm from Padang. My activity is job seeker. My goal in taking this class is to get an LPDP scholarship.
Oh, I see.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so you are going to apply LPDP. It means it will be in Indonesia, yeah, not in abroad with TOEFL. Are you applying university in Indonesia or abroad for LPDP?
Masih ragu, sir.
Okay, because in LPDP, if you want to go abroad, it's supposed to be IELTS. Even if you submitted with TOEFL, in the previous in my batch before, you were still needed to take the IELTS. Nah, di periode sebelumnya itu kalau kita submit pakai TOEFL, kalau kita mau keluar negeri pakai LPDP, kita masih harus ada persiapan bahasa untuk tes IELTS lagi. Tapi nggak tahu sekarang ya. Previously like that. Maybe later you might check again with the LPDP. It getting closer to open, I guess ya. Kayaknya sebentar lagi buka juga LPDP.
Sekarang butuh IELTS juga.
Sorry?
Sekarang butuh IELTS juga buat dalam negeri.
Yeah, that's a thing. What I saw lately mostly go to IELTS ya. Kayaknya sekarang rata-rata persyaratan beasiswa LPDP go to IELTS. But again, IELTS takes more pricey ya teman-teman. Jadi persiapan mungkin kalau teman-teman mau ambil IELTS, ya you have to prepare it more. Because kalau sekali gagal harganya lumayan. Okay, next we go to Muhammad Firdaus Ismail. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, can you hear me, Mr. Ron?
Yes, please.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Muhammad Firdaus Ismail, but you can call me Edo. I'm from Sragen, but now I live in Bogor, and I have been working for more than X years, and I joined this class I'm preparing for my master degrees program.
Okay, so how long have you been stopped learning? I mean, like the pace after graduations for your first degree. How long was it?
8 years.
8 years. Okay. So good luck with that. Yeah. You will go to the college again. Good luck. Good luck with that activity.
Thank you, Mr.
I hope later you get success. Thank you for joining the class. Okay. We go to Mulatsih Dwi Astuti. Mulatsih. There is no, yeah. Okay. We get to Nasifa Safira.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please introduce yourself.
Okay. My name is Naswa Safira. You can call me Naswa. I'm from Jakarta, and I'm a college student.
College students. Okay. Why do you want to take TOEFL then?
I wanna take a scholarship.
Oh, okay. Where are you going?
ISMA, but I don't know it's still held or not, just in case.
Okay, good luck, yeah, with that. Now there's a bigger opportunity with ISMA, yeah. Hope you get that opportunity.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Nasifa. Then we go to Nila Aziza. Nila Aziza.
Hello, Mr. Sorry, I can't open my camera because I'm still in outside and
Yes.
it's quite dark.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Mila Aziza. You can call me Mila. I'm from Bogor and I'm fresh graduate from university. Yeah.
Okay. So what are you going to do after graduations? Going to jobs or going to college again?
Looking for job.
Okay. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you. Then Nika Dwi Febria. There is Nika. There is no. Then we go Putri Madinah Hanif, please.
Yes, me.
Yeah, please introduce yourself.
Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Putri Nina Hanif. I'm originally from Aceh, and I'm fresh graduated from communication. And right now I am preparing for my Master degree communication also.
Okay. So you are directly continue your study, yeah, after graduation.
Yes.
Okay.
In
Why?
the same field
Why?
because I wanna be a lecturer,
I see.
and for that I'm continue my study
Okay. Good luck
in
with that.
communication. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for attending this meeting. We go to Skardwianti.
Hello, sir. Can you hear
Hello.
me?
Yes. Very clear.
Okay, thank you. Hi, everyone. Hi, Mr. Lang. My name is Sekar Duyanti. You can call me Sekar. I'm from Pekanbaru. And then my daily activity right now, I'm looking for a job. So it's the reason why I put this class to some job inquiryment, need some TOEFL. So yeah.
I see. Okay. Thank you for joining the
Yeah, you're welcome,
class.
Mr.
Okay. Next there is Suchitri Ramadhani. Yes, Suci? There is no. Vidya Akma Reina. Yes, there is no. Vina Aprilianita. That's Vina.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Now, I will introduce myself. My name is Vina Aprilianita, but you can call me just Vina. I'm live in Jakarta.
Okay, what is your current activity, Vina?
My current activity now is as a general practitioner in Bekasi.
Okay, so good luck with your activities. It's kind of busy activities, but you're still allocating for this class, yeah?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, well, thank you everyone for introducing yourself. Sorry for taking time just to get it closer to you. Well, let's go. We start our class anyway. We are discussing about TOEFL. Of course, the first meeting, I am going to explain you a bit related to the TOEFL and how will we learn about the TOEFL later. Yeah. Well, maybe some of you have done kind of tests before with the TOEFL itself. Some of you maybe you have tried a kind of mock-up test, maybe a real test or anything you were trying to do. And it's good to know your skill. Ya. Jadi buat teman-teman yang sudah tahu, udah pernah tes TOEFL, it's very good to start by this typical test ya. Dengan typical test yang seperti itu bagus banget. But if you haven't, kalau teman-teman belum gitu ya, you are facilitated, teman-teman kan ada difasilitasi sama Inggrisnya 2 kali tes TOEFL. Nah, nanti teman-teman bisa coba salah satunya dulu to see how's your score. Okay, let's restart. The TOEFL, everyone, it will be divided into 3 sections, right? As you know. Jadi TOEFL itu dibagi menjadi 3 sesi, as you know that you are going to study. The first one is the listening. Okay. The first one is the listening. and then the second is reading, and then the last is the structures. Nah, usually the orders listening, structures, reading yang terakhir gitu ya, di ordernya begitu. Nah, and everyone has the difference of difficulties that you face. Teman-teman pasti punya kesulitan beda-beda nih. Ada yang maybe some of you have difficulty in listening. Maybe others they have reading, or another maybe in structures. Kesulitannya beda-beda. Ada yang oh aku sulitnya di listening nih, di sini nih sulit gitu ya. Ada yang enggak, aku sulitnya di bagian grammarnya. Ada yang di bagian reading. It's okay. Which one that maybe you think it's difficulty, it's okay. Which one? But you have to calculate it. Teman-teman harus kalkulasikan nih. Which one? As example, this is the best for you. Nah, ini adalah for you as example, ini adalah skill terbagusnya, atau you have your strength on this. Paling bagus aku di listening. And then this is your good enough as example. Nah, terus ini kamu adalah the weakness-nya. Kamu punya komposisi the skills like this one. Paling bagus di listening. And then the good one in reading, but the weakness in structures. Yang jeleknya di bagian structures. How to do with this kind of level? Bagaimana kalau teman-teman model kemampuannya seperti ini? I will recommend you to start it from the best. Or which one do you think it's the easiest one? Kalau teman-teman merasa yang paling mudah listening, maka mulailah dengan listening. Nanti practicesnya more in listening. But if you're good at reading, mulailah dari reading. Don't start from the most difficult. Jangan mulai dari yang paling susah. Because if you started from the most difficult, sometimes you will give up. Sometimes it will turn you down. And then you get not motivated again to study. Jangan mulai dari yang sulit. Biasanya kalau kamu mulai dari yang sulit itu mengacaukan segalanya. Gitu ya, langsung kayak ngerasa waduh kayak sulit banget nih gitu. Jadi you don't want to start or you don't want to continue more because you think it's more difficult for you. Karena udah sulit, jadi mau diapa-apain udah sulit ya, malas kayak gitu ya. So, let's start from the easiest one. Yang paling mudah apa? And for me, in this class, I will formulate it based on the research which one is the most ya. Yang paling mudah itu mana? Nanti kita akan mulai dari sini. We will start from reading, everyone. Kita akan mulai dari reading this one. Why reading? Why we'll start from reading? Because reading is the easiest level. Alasannya kenapa kok reading itu menjadi yang paling mudah? Because you can control. Pertama, reading itu biasanya bisa disebut mudah. Karena soalnya teman-teman bisa atur, maksudnya bisa dibolak-balik, waktunya lama 60 menit. Terus kemudian other than that, you don't have a kind of limitations. Kamu bolak-balik baca ulang berapa kali juga terserah. That's why reading ini ya nggak akan jadi masalah berarti. Kalau listening, you only play it one. Audionya hanya diputar sekali, nggak bisa diminta diputar ulang gitu ya. Waktunya cuma 14 detik setiap soal untuk menjawab pertanyaannya. And on structures, waktunya cuma 25 menit. Soalnya ada 40. It means less than a minute for each exercise. Akan sulit. That's why we will start from reading. Kita akan mulai dari reading dulu ya. Let's we start it. Mari kita mulai. Okay. Started from reading, we'll explain to you about the context dulu sebelum kita ke skill ya. Reading, everyone, because of TOEFL is for academic. Ya, TOEFL itu kan purpose-nya for academic ya. Very first time TOEFL started is to test somebody who wants to join in American University. Jadi TOEFL itu dibuat untuk menguji nih pada awalnya dulu gitu ya. Orang yang pengen ikut kuliah di Amerika. Orang-orang luar Amerika yang pengen kuliah di Amerika. That's why started by TOEFL. Dites dengan TOEFL. And the design is academic, of course. Nah, makanya lah desainnya itu akademik karena memang tujuannya for academic. That's why the passage or the text itu akan refers to academic. Teksnya atau konsep soalnya semuanya akan berdasarkan bacaan akademik. So if you think, oh aku bisa baca novel, berarti soal readingku akan terselesaikan. No, ya novel is one of the passage, tapi sometimes it's not academically structured gitu ya. Novel biasanya tidak terstruktur secara akademik gitu. Makanya biasanya nggak begitu bagus juga. Maka I will recommend you to learn from the academic passage later. Mulai dengan academic passage. Nah, TOEFL ini later divided into two. For me, I will explain it become two aja. Nah, buat aku TOEFL ini tak bagi menjadi dua. Ini teman-teman, aku mute sekarang. Akan dibagi menjadi dua sesi aja sebenarnya. The first is related to the content. And then the second is about the vocabularies. Jadi, TOEFL reading ini dibagi dua tipikal soalnya, content and vocabulary. Content it means what is in the passage. Apa sih passage itu mengandung informasi apa dan lain sebagainya. Itu about the content ya. Terus kemudian nanti vocabularies, what vocabulary usage in that passage gitu. Kita akan mulai dari the content first. Nah, about the content-nya, about the content, they will ask you step by step sebenarnya. Mereka tuh akan meminta atau menanyakan teman-teman tuh pemahamannya step by step atau bertahap. Pemahaman pertama yang mereka harapkan you understood is actually about the main ideas. Tentang ide pokok. Ya, tentang ide pokok. Nah, di ide pokok itu tuh maksudnya gimana nih gitu ya? As example, ini passage. As example, this is the passage. There are two paragraph lah, as example ya. Bayangkan ini adalah dua paragraf. Nah, mereka akan menanyakan main ideas itu usually like what is the topic, what is the title, what is the main ideas gitu ya. Biasanya kayak gitu. Mereka akan menanyakan seperti itu. Apa sih topik bacaannya? Apa sih ide utamanya? Apa sih judul yang cocok? Nah, cara menjawabnya is a simple. You have to understand how the academic writing dulu. Teman-teman bisa menjawab ini kalau kamu paham bagaimana sih academic writing gitu. Nah, academic writing itu kan modelnya begini ya. Pertama, ada piramida seperti ini. Nah, di sini ya di bagian atasnya ini, Ampuan. Nah, di bagian atas ini nih, ya, this one. Biasanya dia akan menaruh yang namanya topik sentence. So, kalau typical structure-nya seperti ini, berarti ide pokoknya nantinya akan ada di bagian sini. Nah, di baris pertama atau di kalimat pertama. If they use this kind of structures. Ya, these things. Nah, sisanya ke bawahnya apa? Sisanya ke bawahnya ini disebut sebagai supporting sentence atau kalimat pendukung. That's the first. So you just need to read the main pertamanya saja, kalimat pertama. If these structures. Ada juga dia menggunakan structure yang kedua. That is like this one. Nah, ini dibalik. This one. Nah, ini the ideas-nya, the topiknya dia taruh di sini. Topik sentence-nya ditaruh di bagian akhir. Ya, the topic ditaruh di bagian akhir. So, in front, it will be the supporting. Supporting sentence. Like this one. Terus ada susunan yang ketiga, yang terakhir. That is the combinations. Nah, ini combinations. they will put the topic, ya, the topic itu dibagi menjadi dua. Ada yang ditaruh di bagian depan dan ada yang ditaruh di bagian akhir. Ini topic center, ini topic center, and this one, sisanya ini adalah supporting sentence-nya. That's the thing. Berarti kalau kamu ditanya tentang ide pokoknya, you have the first option yang paling besar adalah kamu baca kalimat pertamanya aja. Kalau dia terdiri dari dua kalimat, maka dua paragraf, sorry. If it consists of two paragraphs, you just need to find the first and the second and then summarize. Jadi kalau paragrafnya ada dua, ya berarti kalimat pertama di paragraf pertama, kalimat pertama di paragraf kedua, setelah itu kamu summarize. Itulah jawabannya. Kalau paragrafnya ada tiga, ya berarti tiga. Kayak gitu. Itu kemungkinan terbesarnya. Nah, kemungkinan keduanya, kamu baca yang bagian akhirnya, kalau nggak ketemu, bagian akhir. Atau gabungan di awal dan di akhir. Something like that, as a simple. I will show you the example. Tak kasih contoh, a moment. Moment ya guys ya. Open the example. This is about ideas of the passage. Nah, contohnya begini. You might take a look. Ada pertanyaan, which of the following best expresses the subject of the passage? Nah, coba kamu read the first sentence only, each paragraph. Coba kamu baca kalimat pertamanya saja di setiap paragraf. Please start to read from now. Silakan baca kalimat pertamanya, berarti ini sampai sini.
Jadi kayak pemain kalau warna merah.
Lihat somebody. Silakan baca di 3 paragraf pertama dulu. Ya, kalimat pertamanya dulu doang. Les, kalimat pertama, paragraf pertama, kalimat pertama, the second paragraph, and then the first sentence in the third paragraph ya. Oke, good. Sudah, kita lanjut ke paragraf berikutnya. Now, the next paragraph. The next paragraph, ya ini tadi sampai sini, and it will be sampai sini. Paragraf itu apa, kalimat itu diakhiri dengan titik ya. Terus kemudian kalimat selanjutnya akan huruf besar. And then sampai sini. Nah, you might conclude, kamu boleh simpulkan apa jawaban untuk which of the following best expresses the subject of the passage. Teman-teman bisa coba apa ide pokok nih, ya, following best subject, the subject of the passage. Kalau teman-teman membaca kalimat pertamanya saja. You might write your answers in a chat. Ya, in kolom chat teman-teman boleh tentukan coba jawabannya apa. You might guess. Kamu boleh tebak dulu apa. That A, the history of wheat and rice. How today's world eats, which crops fit today's world, the origins of today crops. Nah, kira-kira apa nih? Nah, yang jawab A, sebenarnya sampai sini aja itu udah salah. Kita coba cek ya jawaban A. Harusnya salah. Kenapa? Karena di bagian sini ini, kayak di kalimat sini ya, other crops that originated in the Americas are potatoes and maize. Ada potatoes and maize. Berarti nggak hanya wheat and rice kan? Makanya yang A salah. Ya. Ada yang jawab C? Nah, yang jawab C? Oke. Nah, sekarang coba you enhance again. Kamu tambahkan baca kalimat pertama dan kalimat terakhirnya. Nah, kalimat pertama dan kalimat terakhirnya. Kalau yang dari dua paragraf, coba kasih understanding-nya harusnya. Kita coba tebak ya. Apakah karena kita coba nalarkan begini ya. A numbers of staples crops are today's quite commonplace in much of the world and fit much of today's populations. Ya, berbagai macam tanaman yang lumayan familiar hari ini ya dan memberikan sebagai bahan makanan di populasi hari ini. Wheat, gandum, was probably the earliest. Kemungkinan menjadi yang paling awal. Cereal to have been grown, yang ditumbuh kembangkan. And most likely was a hybrid of wild grasses rather than a single wild grass. Ya, berarti yang ditumbuh kembangkan dan ya, lebih familiar atau lebih cenderung merupakan tanaman liar ya yang terdiri dari beberapa tanaman liar daripada satu tanaman liar only atau rumput liar only. Terus kemudian the next-nya beans, kacang-kacangan are diverse family, adalah families diverse ya, keluarga yang berbeda dari tanaman that have been cultivated, yang sudah dikultivated selama 8.000 tahun. Nah, terus kemudian keempat nih kata kunci, other crops that originated in the Americas. Tanaman yang originated in Amerika yang lainnya adalah potatoes and maize, kentang dan jagungan ya, jagung-jagungan. A relative of corn ya, saudaranya jagung. Maize was used extensively beginning around 5,000 before century. Maize biasa digunakan di awal abad 5.000 sebelum century gitu ya. 5.000 sebelum century gitu, before century. Nah, kira-kira apakah B, C, atau D? Which one? Yang B tentu salah ya, nggak ada. It's not only today. Ini dari sejarahnya, banyak gitu ya. Tentu of course not. Apakah C, which crops fit today's world? Tentu not only, karena ada jagung, ada beans. That's the origins of today's crops. Ini adalah origins of today's crops. Berarti teman-teman kalau paragrafnya banyak, get confused, masih agak confused. Kita coba yang paragrafnya lebih sedikit. Nah, nih. Coba baca kalimat pertama dan kalimat terakhirnya only. It means kalimat di sini dan sini sampai sini. Ya. Jadi you just need to read this and please try to answer. What will be your answers? Please write it down. Kalimat pertama dan kalimat terakhir. Itu harusnya clear. Seriously? Nih, tak translate ya. The cultivations of rice is not as old as the cultivations of wheat, beans, and maize. Pertanian nasi atau beras ya, atau padi tidak setua pertanian gandum, kacang-kacangan, dan juga maize, jagung-jagungan. From there, dari sana, kemudian menyebar ke Cina, Jepang, dan beberapa negara di Asia Tenggara yang hari ini menjadi produsen terbesar dari tanaman ini. Which one? Subjeknya. Nah, yang kita kasih devil advocate-nya dulu ya. Yang jawab yang D tadi itu banyak banget yang jawab D. Khalilul Rahman. Yuk, kenapa tadi jawab D? Why? Ikram, kenapa jawab B, Ikram? You're muted, Ikram.
Actually, I confused with. I think it will be C.
C or B? Kamu jawab B tapi berubah C.
I confused from the letters continuation. The major produce. I got confused.
Nah, oke, kita lihat. Oh, banyak yang jawab ini. Kita cek ya. Yang jawab tadi awal-awal nih pada yang jawab D. Neng. Yang tadi jawab A nggak ada ya. Tapi kata kuncinya adalah kata ulang ya bahasa Indonesia ya. Pertanian atau pertanian nasi atau padi itu tidak setua pertanian gandum, kacang-kacangan, dan jagung-jagungan. Nah, terus blank gitu ya, nggak usah dibaca, nggak apa-apa itu. Dari sana kemudian menyebar ke Cina, ke Jepang, dan beberapa negara di Southeast Asia, di Asia Tenggara. Which are the major producers of the crops, yang hari ini menjadi produsen utama dari tanaman ini atau dari bahan makanan ini. Apa nih kira-kira? Apakah teman-teman jawab C? Tentu ya salah dong. Kan from there. Ya kan? From there, dari sana. Lalu spread. Spread itu apa? Berkembang kan? Makanya it's supposed to be the development of rice. Ya, gitu. Nah, ini kenapa kok sulit gitu ya? Kenapa kok sulit dan kenapa kok sering mistaken ya? Satu, yang kamu harus hindari adalah ini soal, ini jawaban. Kalau kamu masih berpikir soal ini dan jawabannya menggunakan kosakata yang sama, it always mistaken. Akan selalu salah. Ya, itu akan salah. Ya, it will always salah. Kalau kamu berharap gitu ya, kosakatanya tuh mirip banget antara di bacaan dan di soal. Kenapa? Karena dia menggunakan paraphrasing. Paraphrasing. Nah, paraphrasing ini kan pengubahan ya, pengubahan. Jadi dialih bahasakan gitu. Makanya teman-teman harus mengubah. Yang penting get the meaning, not get the vocabularies. Dapatkan maknanya, jangan vocabnya. Begitu. Coba pakai trik tapi tak tahu maksudnya. Nah, kalau in this term, the vocabularies-nya masih limitations, ya kita ngalah. Berarti vocabnya teman-teman juga harus improve ya. The things. Oke, kita coba. Intinya paling sederhana, teman-teman kalau ditanya ide pokok, mencoba ya, teman-teman mencoba membaca kalimat pertama dan kalimat terakhir itu paling aman. Jangan baca semuanya. Kalau baca semuanya, you'll get confusing. Kamu akan bingung, malahan semakin menentukan tuh semakin banyak kan considerations. Apalagi kalau vocabnya masih limit. Jadi teman-teman akan bingung banget. That's the first things ya. Kita enhance satu skill lagi karena nanti teman-teman biar enggak terbagi teman-teman. Nah, main ideas ini is actually two skills. Tentang ide pokok ini sebenarnya ada dua pembahasannya. Yang pertama tadi kan tentang main ideas ya. Nah, yang kedua itu topiknya adalah tentang structures of the ideas. Structures of the ideas. Jadi idenya itu disusun seperti apa gitu. Apakah idenya itu saling menolak, saling mendukung, saling mendeskripsikan or something. Jadi kamu tinggal melihat begini. Kalau ini ada paragraf 1, 2, 3 gitu ya. Dan seterusnya. Kamu hanya melihat nih. Di sini dan di sini nih hubungannya apa? What is the relations ya. Makanya sama seperti yang tadi kamu lakukan di ide pokok, membaca awal dan akhirnya. Kalau yang ide pokok tadi summarize, kamu merangkum apa sih maksudnya. Nah, kalau yang di structures of ideas ini kamu menemukan what is the relations, apa sih hubungannya. Bagaimana the first and the sentence, ya, the first and the second and the third itu tuh how's the relations? Relationsnya seperti apa? Apakah saling mendukung? Apakah saling mendeny? Gitu ya? Apakah dua-duanya saling opposite kayak gitu? It's a simple. Ini a simple. Let's see the example. Kita lihat. Nah, ini. How is the information in the passage organized? Bagaimana informasi ini terorganisir? Nah, you just read. Kamu cukup baca 3 aja kalimat nggak apa-apa. Kalau seandainya 5 insting mudah kuat, coba kamu baca deh. Momen. Ini banget. Kalimat pertama dan di akhirnya di 3 ini deh. Kira-kira menurutmu susunannya seperti apa? Apakah various classifications of crops are described? Atau a series of events is presented in chronological order? Atau the causes of a certain effect are explained? Atau opposing ideas are contrasted? Ya, Mas Kirsten cepat banget jawab. Oke. Nah, berarti lebih mudah ini buat teman-teman ya. Kita cek. Very nice. The answer is A ya, karena dijelasin kan satu persatu kayak gitu. Nah, now sekarang coba kalau kita combine nih the exercise. Langsung I give you time. Ada 4 soal. Let's try ya. 4 soal. Every exercise itu waktunya teman-teman paling tidak 1 menit lah. You can work in 1 minute. Nah, cara mengerjakannya adalah you have to read the question at first. Pertama, kamu baca soalnya dulu, baru nanti tahu di mana harus membaca. Now, please read the question. Silakan baca pertanyaannya dulu. Only the questions. Silakan hanya baca pertanyaannya aja. Please read the question only. Nomor 1. The main ideas of the passage. Ide pokoknya ya. Oke, number 2. What is the overall organizations of informations? organizations of the ideas ya. 3. The first paragraph mainly presents ide pokok paragraf pertama apa kalimat paragraf pertamanya apa. 3. What is the topic of the second paragraph? Nah, apa topik dari second paragraphnya? Simple, berarti nggak perlu membaca semuanya, cuman awal akhir. Please number 1. Silahkan jawab nomor 1 dalam waktu 1 menit. I give you timer. 1 menit. Put it by now. Stop. Time is up. Waktunya habis. Ya. Oke, kita tanya sebabnya. Ya, sebabnya. Lia, why did you answer D, Lia? Kenapa, Lia? Lia, halo Lia. Ada suaranya ya. Dian, kenapa Dian? Your answer is D, Dian.
Karena di paragraf pertama itu menjelaskan bahwa lantai 13 itu banyak hal negatif terhadap untuk psikologi jargon gitu Pak, dijelaskannya.
Oke, kita cek ya. Ini 2 paragraf, berarti kamu harus merangkum paragraf 1 dengan udah. Hadiah 2 miliar. Kita cek. Teng, mistaken. Ingat, 2 paragraf, you combine. Kamu summarize. Paragraf pertama dulu. Kalau seandainya kita pakai teori yang pertama, ide pokoknya di kalimat pertama. Let's we check. Kita cek nih di sini nih. Ya. Di kalimat pertama nih dulu nih, dari sini. The number 13 has long been regarded as an omen of misfortunes, and examples of the negative superstitions attached to this number abound. Nomor 13 sudah lama dikenal sebagai simbol ketidakberuntungan dan sebagai contoh dari negative superstitions ya, sugesti negatif ya, attached to this number abound. Ada contoh-contohnya di nomor 13 ini. Tapi di paragraf keduanya kamu cek even though itu kan walaupun artinya bertentangan dong. Walaupun American cultures contains numerous examples of its traditions of suspicions of misfortunes caused by number 13, this number is also held in high esteem. Walaupun banyak tradisi Amerika yang menyebutkan bahwa nomor 13 ini banyak sialnya, tapi nomor ini juga held in high esteem, punya prestis yang besar. Ya kan? Berarti nggak hanya negatif doang, bos. Ya, ada positifnya juga. Pertama negatif, kedua positif. You jangan terlalu bernafsu nih, nomor 13 banyak setannya. Nggak juga. Ya, ada positifnya. Oke, that's a clue. Ya, that's a clue. Kayak gitu, hati-hati. Ya. 1 soal lumayan, ya kan? Oke, number 1. Number 2. What is the overall organizations? What is the overall organizations? Karena tadi udah tak jelaskan, tentu teman-teman lebih simpel kan menjawabkan. Kita kasih waktu 30 detik. Wih, mantap. Oke. Wih, semuanya ya. Karena di atas positif, negatif, di bawah positif, semuanya jawab contrasting views ya. Time is up. Kita cek, is that C? Very nice. Two contrasting views of the number 13 are presented. Very nice. Betul. Lanjut. Nah, ini. Single paragraph. In 30 second, silahkan. Time is up. Lainnya? Ikram tadi jawab D. Tiba-tiba rubah. Di mana itu ya? Oke. Ada yang lain jawabannya selain A? Nah, ini yang disebut dengan mix. Ya, mix. Apa topiknya di mix. Ditaruh di awal itu tentang ketakutan di nomor 13 tuh. Negative superstitions of number 13. Nah, tapi kamu nggak akan nemuin ya negatif number 13 tuh nggak menemukan. Kalau kamu jawab B, various psychological fears including fears of number 13, berarti ada ketakutan yang lain. Mungkin ketakutan akan coro, ketakutan lain-lain gitu kan. There is no kan di sini specifically only number 13 only. Berarti nggak ada various psychological fears. Cuman ada one psychological fears of number 13. Nah, ini dipecah menjadi dua kayak tadi. Ide pertamanya tentang ketakutan nomor 13 ditaruh di bagian awal. Terus konklusi dari ketakutan nomor 13 itu ditaruh di bagian akhir. Fears of the number 13 has been accorded its own psychological jargon. Triskaidekaphobia. Makanya the answer is not D, but it's. Nah, sebenarnya gitu. Oke, mulai dapat ya, mulai dapat. Kita lanjut nomor 4. Please 30 second. Time is up. Waktunya habis, teman-teman. Oke, karena yang tadi udah negatif semua. Now it's an explanation short positive feeling ya. Karena tadi udah disebutin high esteem. Nah, as simple di bagian reading itu, kalau you can get it correct one, there are more opportunity to get correct. Gitu ya. Jadi kalau seandainya kamu benar sekali, ada kemungkinan besar dapat benar-benar selanjutnya. Tapi once you're mistaken, kemungkinan ke belakang-belakangnya salah. Ini kan karena pemahaman. Kalau pemahaman pertamanya benar, selanjutnya masih tetap benar. Nah, tapi kalau pemahaman pertamanya udah error, maka selanjutnya bisa jadi error. Something like that. Nah, itu tadi group study ya. Now, I will share you a link. Tak share link teman-teman di grup. Ya, terus nanti teman-teman bisa ngeklik linknya and we will see your ini. Wait a moment. See. Okay, I share in the chat di sini. Dan nanti kalau teman-teman yang nggak hadir juga tak share di grup. And that is the exercise. Nanti kalau teman-teman klik, hasilnya itu quiz. Later if you click it, nah, nanti kalau teman-teman klik link tadi, nanti hasilnya quiz seperti ini. You might start working on that. Kamu boleh mulai langsung mengerjakan. Nanti skornya akan terpantau like the previously yang kelas TMC ini contohnya kayak gini nih. Reportnya kemarin tertinggi di periode sebelumnya adalah 10 PTS nih, Muhammad Satya Putra Gantada. Nah, in this session with yours, silahkan teman-teman kerjakan I am waiting sambil kita tunggu siapa the best on this exercise tertinggi. Yang nggak bisa ngeklik atau there's a problem, please inform me ya. Linknya ada di chat dan juga di grup WhatsApp. Is it openable? Ya, bisa di accessible, bisa diakses. Aman ya, bisa diakses. Oke, I am waiting teman-teman. Nobody finish yet ya, belum ada yang selesai. Kita masih tunggu first person. Yuk, waktunya nggak lama lagi teman-teman. Yang selesai. Okay, there is Haifa and also Faris got 7. Yeah, waiting for the others. Kita tungguin yang lainnya. Okay, for people has finished. Nah, teman-teman, while waiting, sambil nunggu yang lainnya, we'll explain that not only the class, but you also get the full access to the materials. Ya, teman-teman juga dapat akses material that I already prepare on TOEFL Reading Mastery. Ya, years. I have explained ini the lessons, the up video, and also there is the post test yang teman-teman bisa kerjakan. So you might access it. If you haven't got this access, kalau teman-teman belum dapat aksesnya, please inform the admin to give this access to you. You will have 3 online classes actually. Teman-teman punya akses ke 3 kelas utama di reading, listening, and also structures. So other than the live class, you learn directly with me, and the record, of course, you also might study from the 8 course that we have prepared. Teman-teman juga bisa belajar dari 8 course yang sudah kita persiapkan begitu ya. Okay, let's see the report again. Ada 4 orang yang mengerjakan. Wah, ada banyak nih. Angela tinggi nih, and also Christian dapat 9 dan 10. Very nice. Good luck. Kita tunggu yang lainnya ya. Nah, terus our class will be sharp on time, teman-teman. Kelas kita akan on time, jam 7 mulai, selesai jam 8.30. So to get it easier, you to set your schedules also. Teman-teman juga biar lebih mudah ngeset jadwalnya. Kita cek lagi. Ada yang Iki Rizky dapat 6. 8 Diki Ramadan, Haifa 7, Faris 7, Vini 6, Ismi, Andian 6, and also Kiki 6. Ya. Nah, I guess the things for our first sessions, teman-teman. Terima kasih banyak sesi pertama reading kita. Next Thursday kita akan akan mulai lagi sesi kita tentang reading, continuing, and the record class will be shared to you soon. Nanti besok kelasnya setelah tak update akan aku share ke teman-teman. Terima kasih banyak untuk pertemuan kita malam ini. And then we will meet you again on Thursday, sharp 7 and 8:30. Jadi dari jam 7 sampai 8:30. If you have questions or related things about the TOEFL, boleh tanya. Termasuk juga kalau if you need more exercises, info nanti kita bisa coba kasih provide more exercises ya. I guess that's all. Thank you. Terima kasih banyak. Selamat beristirahat. Ketemu lagi kita hari Kamis. Good luck everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye all.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Coach.
Thank you. Bye-bye all.